Hello light seekers, this is Moon Garden Angel 711. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this message. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. I very much appreciate you for doing that. Thank you for coming back, for all my old subscribers, and thank you so much for the new subscribers. I appreciate you. Right now, we are currently still going through the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, which is going to end on July the 7th. So keep a hold, just hang tight there. I know we still have some issues with technology and some other issues with people still coming back from the past, wanting to talk to us, wanting to reconsider, review, anything that has the word re at the end, at the beginning. So just hang tight on that. Now we still have, as I said before, we still have Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune on retrograde. So look up in your chart and see where those planets fall under your chart, horoscope chart, and see how it's going to be affecting you in that area. The other thing that I need to remind everyone is that we are still on you might be on either a 5-year or a 7-year cycle, or even as far back as 2011. So there might have been, an eclipse back then that you're still being affected by. And this is going to be kind of like the end of that cycle. So anything that might have happened back in 2011, 2014, and even 2011, 2014, and 2016. So 5, 7, or even longer than that cycle, that it might be affecting that particular house. So and what that means, whenever I'm talking about a cycle coming back, or even a cycle that is still here or is about to end, is that you might be having some issues with regards to finances, or even a relationship, or a particular topic. Then it's something that you're either having to pay karmic energy, or someone else has to be paying it, or there was an agreement as to a lesson to learn for that period of time, hence the reason for the cycle. So this is going to end. So I am being told that some people have learned the lesson, or ended the contract or the agreement for that particular item, whether it's finances, learning, school, job, or even a relationship that might come to an end. So let me go ahead. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of July 2027. Now my readings are timeless. So just when it pops up on your feed, that's when you are meant to listen to it or watch it, whatever you decide to do. Now, when I was also meditating for your sign, Capricorn, some of the things that were popping up in my meditation is a watch. Someone might be really in love with a watch, or it might be a timepiece that was given to you by your grandfather, your grandmother, something that you hold dearly, like an heirloom. Or you are about to make a big purchase on a timepiece that is going to be very expensive, or you're gifting it to yourself, or someone is giving it to you. So just know that something about a watch when I was meditating. So it's going to be something important to you, or even a watch that you might have had when you were a little girl, little boy. That it was very important. It was something that was important to you. The other thing that I saw when I was meditating was a ladybug. Some of you may also enjoy or like ladybugs, or have a nursery of a ladybug, the pictures of a ladybug, or are researching the ladybug. To me, the ladybug is a very spiritual animal. Or spirit. It is also a totem spirit, very spiritual, kind of like transcending from one place to another, or having the ability to transcend. Very enlightenment. Yeah, look at that. So they're telling me to leave it out, so let's go ahead and leave enlightenment out. So transcend, and the word, thank you Spirit, you know, enlightenment, and you know, so that's what the ladybug does for, you know, or I interpret it to be. Someone also might be into arts, painting or drawing or writing. So very artistic person that I am tapping into right now. Also about a violin. So someone might have played the violin in school, or plays the violin, or is in an orchestra where they play the violin. Music had a lot to do with this particular meditation. The other thing, the message from Spirit was, you are not alone. And you know, one of the things that was happening is whenever I was meditating and I was asking Spirit to give me the message for Capricorn, I was actually seeing a little girl crying on the steps of I don't know if it was a school or the steps of a house, where she was just crying her heart out. And I'm gonna say it's more like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, where she was crying, and all she could think to herself was, I am alone, I have been left behind. And she was just crying, just, you know, insatiably, just kept crying. So something might have happened. I'm not exactly sure why she was crying. I just know that when I was meditating, the angels were kind of telling this to the, you know, to the little girl, you are not alone. In other words, they were combating what she was feeling, you know, that she had been left behind, that she had been left alone. So some of you might have some abandonment issues, especially a feminine energy that I'm tapping into. So know that you're really not alone. Even though as a little girl you might have felt that, even if your parents might have left either to the store or drove away to go someplace, and you felt alone for that particular instance, I'm being told that that's been kind of a blueprint for you for your whole life, that has you on a path of, you're better off being alone, or I am always alone. I am better off doing things for myself because no one else is going to do them for me. I am alone. So that issue of abandonment might be something that you really, you know, needs to be addressed or worked on. You know, you might want to even go to a psychiatrist or psychologist. There's nothing wrong with going to either one of those counselors, because that's going to help you with abandonment issues that you might have. You know, that's what I was seeing, a little girl crying on the stairs, thinking that she was alone. And you know, I just wanted to say that. The other thing that the other message that I saw was, I love your eyes. So there might be either a feminine or masculine that really has very beautiful eyes, very bright, very big, very magnetizing. So that's what I was seeing on meditation. So let's go ahead and get started. Capricorn, Cappy. So Spirit, what is the message for the month of July for the sign of Capricorn? Now, again, this is a general reading that is for the collective, so some of the messages may apply to you and some may not. Take the message that resonates with you and leave what doesn't behind, and try not to criticize the ones that do not apply to you or resonate with you, because those might be messages that actually apply to someone else, and they might be having a hard time with that particular issue or that message that is being criticized, and that just second guesses the message. So I am calling all the spirits that are for the people that are going to be watching this this channeling call on the Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Metatron for the sign of Capricorn. So there it is. There's your message. So let's see here. Variance. Oh, wow. You know, whenever I see this, you might have some Scorpio in you, because they got, I believe they got this, yeah, I want to say Scorpio, or even, let's see here, or even Libra. So you might want to watch those messages, as it might be something that there might be a message there that you want to, or that applies to you, who, you know, if you feel guided to, obviously. So what I'm seeing here is that there is someone here that is going to reach a level of enlightenment for the month of July, or whenever you watch this. I'm being told that there is someone that's been on a path of where they're trying to, where they're now acknowledge that their ego, they're very egocentric, very egotistical, whether you're a feminine or a masculine. So you've figured out now, because you've been on a spiritual path now for quite some time, and it appears as though there's going to be some enlightenment that is going to allow you to marry up that soul, as well as the soul, as well as your ego. And they're going to be able to get along. Not that they were not getting along, but there's always an inner fight within us if you are not, or haven't been on a spiritual path. The ego is always going to be the one that's going to, drive the 3D or material world, simply because the ego is part of us that is always driven by that, by physical achievements, physical manifestations of things. Not that the spirit does not want that, but you know, things and items are more easily accessible by having the ability of bringing items from the 5D onto the 3D. And spirit is one that is allows us, or affords us, the ability to go into the fourth dimension and be able to manifest things a lot quicker. Sometimes the ego has a tendency to get in our way. And again, I'm not criticizing the ego, I'm just explaining here. We have to be able to respect our ego and respect how it works, and be able to understand it. The ego is, think of the ego as a 5-year-old that wants, no matter what. Even if you achieve a particular goal or objective, the ego always wants more. So you're never going to be satisfied if we don't have a level of understanding of our own ego. So it appears that you are going to be reaching a level of enlightenment for this particular month, or at the time that you're watching this. There's going to be that enlightenment that is going to allow you now to be able to understand the 3-dimensional versus the 5-dimension, which is, when we actually think about the 5th dimension, or 3-dimensional, which means that our material things, or our ego, it starts to look very small. So one of the things that our ego tries to always do is keep us in this stage of inner war, mental inner war within us, so that the ego is a lot bigger. But whenever we actually reach a level of enlightenment, the ego becomes small. So in essence, you're kind of killing the ego. So the ego doesn't want to die. So one of the things that the ego wants to do is continue to maintain you in a level of war, civil war per se, or revolutionary war in your mind, in your head. You're always beating you up, always beating us up. saying, can you believe you did this? Why would you do this? So our ego, it's really, you know, a part of us that if we allow it, and you know, it can be our enemy, but it also tries to make us believe that it is our friend. How can you be my friend if you continue to beat me? I can ask that to my ego. So that is one way to combat that. But at the same time, we have to do it in a very loving way, because keep in mind that we have that blueprint as children where our ego was actually the biggest and is the driver for most of our adult life. And as long as we don't reach that enlightenment period, then our ego is the main driver. So it appears for you, Cappy, you're going to be reaching this level of enlightenment, and it's going to be something that is, you're going to receive a lot of downloads, a lot of eureka moments. You're going to even start accepting the spirituality of your own being, and understanding the reasons as to why. I also see someone that is going to be shedding a lot of material things, and it's going to be kind of there's going to be the enlightenment and the ability to be able to accept the enlightenment also is going to allow you to have and reach a level of peace in your mind. You're going to go through a lot of meditating. You're going to be meditating a lot, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, doing mantras to help you also with some of the karmas that you might have brought on from prior lives. Doing those mantras allow you to kind of, you know, say to divine, you know, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. You know, being able to say that to our own ego, and at the same time also try to stop judging ourselves, stop allowing that beating up on our own selves, or allowing that ego to continue to beat us up, because there really is no reason to. We need to be the way that we can combat a little bit of that judgment is by always being in the present. The past, there's nothing that you can do about the past. The future, there's nothing you can do about what's going to happen in the future. The future, if you start thinking of what's going to happen in the future, is only going to give you anxiety. And if you continue to think of the past, it's only going to give you depression, or even sadness, or even envy. So all of those feelings, negative and lower level feelings, those are because you're thinking of the past. You're thinking of items. So let's stop living in the past, and let's go ahead and start living in the present. And that's what the enlightenment is going to allow you to do that. And Capricorn, because you're going to start living in the present. One of the ways to combat, and I was going to say that earlier, the ego and those anxiety, or even the sadness and the depression, is by always staying in the present, the now. And if you have a difficult time trying to stay in the present, start saying to yourself, now. And you start feeling this warm feeling that starts taking over you. It starts within you, and you start even smiling. You're finding yourself to be smiling. So that's the message for you for the month of July, Capricorn. So, wow, this is really nice. Enlightenment. Congratulate yourself for that enlightenment. Go buy yourself a coffee if you like coffee, or buy yourself a drink if you like to drink. They say that, if you are spiritual and enlightened, you should not drink alcohol, because what it does, it deters a little bit of that. So I'm not promoting either one of them, alcohol or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you are into that, also go by, or even, just meditate more as a gift to yourself. Acknowledge yourself, forgive yourself, love yourself. So let's go ahead and go to the next question. What is the energy for the month of July for Capricorn spirit? What is the energy? What is the energy, spirit? Okay. What is the energy, spirit, for the month of July, for the month of, for Capricorn? Thank you so much. Any more messages, spirit? Any more messages? Okay, any more messages? Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Bottom of the deck, adjacent possibilities. So, oh wow, there really is a lot. Door to romance, contract. What I'm seeing here is this is about a relationship with someone is actually shutting the door to something that used to be, and I'm seeing, and I'm being guided to look at this door here that is completely shut, where there was used to be a lot of love, and I see the word envy. It appears that someone is actually shutting the door to a particular relationship, and there's going to be some contract redirecting of a contract or rewriting of a contract. There's going to be a cancellation of a contract as well, or an agreement. Someone might have verbally agreed or physically agreed to a contract or an agreement to be with someone, and I'm saying someone or a person because the heart is there. So it appears that someone was in a relationship, and it's being, in the green to me interprets love because of the green chakra, the green color of the chakra, the heart chakra. So I'm seeing it as you're shutting the door on that particular contract and agreement. Yet another thing that is I'm also being guided to is this 3 doors. And so that means that there's options for this person that is going to be ending this contract. They see that their options are not just closing in this particular door, but they're also opening in other areas. It could be from a career, another relationship, or even moving to another place, because I see this door as being on the floor instead of being on the side where typically doors would be. So maybe displacing or placing yourself in another part. So I see this is going to be an ending of a contract and or readdressing a contract. And it is regarding a feminine energy. So this contract is going to be ending from a feminine energy. It appears that this masculine energy has given this much thought. And look at that. We also see the rest and rejuvenation. So this particular masculine energy is going through a enlightenment period where he's actually marrying up the ego and the soul. So he's receiving all these downloads. So that's one of the reasons he's actually ending this contract, because he is now in the understanding that this prior relationship is no longer relationship with self is no longer to his benefit. It's no longer assisting him to the new path that he is about to walk, which is going to be the path of enlightenment, the path of possibilities. He holds much appreciation for this feminine, and that's one of the reasons it might have been a little, that's why he had to go within to be able to come to a resolution within himself, where it wasn't going to be hurting a lot of people. The fact that he took a long time and meditated a lot, and I'm being guided to this happy family, at some point in time, he might have had, he felt that he had or he was guiding a family that was happy to be with. But now that he has received this enlightenment, he is now that of the understanding that he's no longer in alignment with that particular lifestyle. As I said before, he's going to be letting go of a lot of material things. So that was one of the hard things that he had to do. But he's definitely closing the door, because I see here the card of contract. And the other thing that I'm seeing here is that there might be an age difference here, a five-year age gap for the couple, or the two feminine and masculine energy that I'm seeing. There might be a difference of almost 5 years, or even 9 years, 5 to 9 years difference, age gap. So, and I'm seeing here, you also might resonate with the number 333, 9, and 6. Because I'm seeing 9 a lot here, as well as 3. So I'm also first chakra. So there might have been a lot of sexual attraction between this couple, feminine and masculine energy, whenever they were together, and that was one of the reasons as to why they kept together. However, I see that that's no longer the case, because this masculine energy has now received the enlightenment where physical attraction is no longer the only reason he wants to be in a relationship, but he now understands that there are other reasons, such as intimacy, meaning in the knowing someone or being with someone in a level where you are mirroring each other and are equally yoked, such as spiritual, physical, mental, and also from a heart, physical, mental, spiritual, and then energetically and etherically. So there's a lot of other levels where you are being guided to actually be attracted to someone. And this right here is no longer, this relationship here is no longer satiating that that need, or the look at that. Oh wow, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, second chakra. It is your so you have your root chakra, you have your sacral chakra, which is the sacral chakra, which is your second chakra. More of an orangey color, but there I'm seeing here there's more of a yellow color. So now you're understanding that the root chakra, which is your first chakra, no longer is which is the passion. That's where you hold all your passion, your sexuality, your money, is no longer the only reason as to why being in a particular relationship. Now you are understanding that there's got to be a duality between the energies. You see here the infinity sign there. So now he's understanding and is able to understand the fact that there's got to be more of a soul connection, intimate connection. I'm seeing here someone, a masculine energy that might have had issues with expressing his emotions, and elaborating as to his feelings is almost like he always kept closed up. He always would shut down whenever it came down to feelings. This masculine, there might be a connection here between a Libra. I'm seeing here a Libra connection, as well as an Aries, and even a Gemini. So I'm seeing, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. Gemini, and Libra. I'm seeing that a lot. Maybe even an Aquarius. So, so what this enlightenment is doing actually to the masculine energy is allowing him to open up, allowing him to open up his heart. And he never gave the key to this feminine energy of his heart. The intimacy was never there. And he might have been intimate in the sense of being physical, but he was never intimate to be able to express and express his true ideas because of fear of judgment, or his true feelings. I'm also sensing a masculine energy that I might have had some addictions, sexual addictions at that he was never able to express to this feminine energy. So he might have had other relationships apart from having this relationship with her. But it also, I'm sensing here that she knew about it, and he would allow it simply because he would give her all these material things that we spoke of earlier. But now that the door is shutting down, it's almost like she is not, she's not happy about it. So, but there is going to be a canceling of an agreement or of a contract with her, and there's going to be a new contract. And again, it might be career. So you might be signing a contract to accept a job here in the next couple of weeks, or you might accept a new relationship, or even receive a new relationship of self, or a new you, a new person of yourself, a new version of you. Think of it as an upgraded version, a 2.0, a feminine 2.0, a masculine 2.0, or 5.0, a new version of you. So the new contract is to your own self. Or in fact, there might be also a relationship with someone else that you're going to be accepting, or relocation at that. So that's what I'm seeing here so far. So let's go ahead and clarify door to romance. Spirit, can you clarify door to romance? 3 cards. Door to romance. Door to romance. Wow, 3 cards right there. And they're all in reverse. So let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, she used to be his empress. They're all in reverse. So we have the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Wands. So, and they all came in reverse. So what that means, or I interpret that to be, is that he pretty much has no passion for her. He is removing all the feelings that he had for her because of this enlightenment and because of all this, growing and upgrade that he is now. The High Priestess, he used to see her as someone that was his light, his hope, his trust, and everything. But that's no longer the case because the cup is now in reverse. So it's almost like he's spilling all of those feelings that it just dried up. So let's see here. It just dried up for him. He's no longer feeling or giving any of those feelings. Spirit, can you clarify contract for me? Clarify contract. Okay, so this came in the challenge position. So Wheel of Fortune. The wheel of life is pretty much moving. And because of this contract that's going on, he is pondering and contemplating what he used to feel for this feminine energy that he no longer feels. He's actually reviewing his life, what he has accomplished, what he has actually achieved, and now he's kind of looking back at his past right now. So that's one of the reasons the meditation card is here. So that's where he's probably meditating at night, staying up at night, then looking at things, looking at everything, his finances, the items that what he's willing to give up, what he's willing to give away. And this is the I asked, as I was talking, I asked for the clarification card for appreciation, and the Two of Swords popped up. So this is someone that is going to be in, you know, I'm seeing this as, I'm not looking at it from the regular interpretation of tarot, but I'm looking at it more of an intuitive message, that there's gonna be a lot of words, of fighting words being said in between both of this feminine, the High Priestess, which is now in reverse, and the King of Wands. They are both equally intelligent and wise, and none of which want to give up their finance, but it looks like they're, you know, they are going to be fighting. I see here also two birds. So one of the things I see here is that this is more of a karmatic fight. So the masculine or the feminine might have taken money away from the, or vice versa, from the masculine in a prior life. So this is, you know, something that they're having to fight with each other, or take away from each other. Clarify, rest, and rejuvenation, Spirit. Clarify, rejuvenation. Okay, yeah. Look at that. I mean, I see this Queen of Cups, and this is where he wants to go. This is whom he is actually seeing in the horizon, because that's where he wants to take everything to, or move everything towards. As I said before, you know, there might be a relocation before. So this is where he is trying to do. He's trying to relocate with this feminine energy, whom he sees as someone that is very passionate, very loving, very someone that is able to express and articulate her feelings in a very balanced way. She has, as we can see, the cup here dried up. Where did I see the cup dried up? Yeah, the cup dried up over here. It's upside down, so there is no more feelings, no more passion, no more expression of love. Whereas with this, you know, we see that there is plenty of emotion, plenty of love coming out of that cup. In fact, it's endless and unconditional. So that's because that's now, you know, his new path. She is his new path. I see that. And he wants to have a family with her. He wants to be able to combine the family. And that's where his happiness lies. And he knows and he sees that. Clarify, happy family, Spirit. The sun, definitely. He now sees the new sun and the horizon, the rising sun, a new day, new life, new everything. And he sees that with this feminine energy. So the fact that he has been enlightened has actually given him the strength and the ability to be able to move on. And now I was asking for clarification to the first chakra in Archangel Michael. And look at that. This is this is temperance, okay? So this is a feminine energy that is very spiritual. Feminine energy, whoever I'm tapping into, you are beautiful. Maybe you have really beautiful body. You wear really beautiful clothes. You have a beautiful face. Look at the face on that temperance. Very calming. You probably wear white. He likes to see you wear white. You probably also have brown long hair. And look at this. I thought I only had two cards, but I actually have more than two. clarify the first chakra. So he sees you as someone that is so beautiful, so sexual. You probably wear a necklace all the time with something red hanging. So, and he likes that. And you have this balance about you. You have this wisdom about you. You're able to, you might even have a very small waist. You wear a lot of dresses or skirts. Let me see what else. I see that he likes your eyes. You know what? I saw that, your eyes, I love your eyes. I love your eyes was in meditation. The Page of Pentacles, I see the fact that he also wants to give you a message of and express and elaborate on how he feels and how he sees you. He wants to be able to bring you up to the mountain. He wants to put you on a pedestal. But not to just watch you, but to be able to be the one that you wake up to and he wakes up to every morning. You might be someone that also likes to read a lot of books. You might have books all over the place. A lot of them where you've already finished and probably are reading twice or 3 times. You might also like hats. This is a feminine energy that is being described to me. Let's see here. Also, you might also wear a pair of black shoes that he likes a lot. There is a balance between earth and fire, so you might be someone that is very passionate. He is staying up at night, thinking of you. He definitely sees you, or even you might also be losing sleep, but or having dreams about him. So know that he's actually thinking of you. But he wants to give you that message of love right here. I see that here with the 2 of Wands here. Okay, technical difficulties here. I didn't realize I was already going on to this other cards to finalize the clarification. But then I realized that it stopped filming at the Page of Pentacles. So some of the things that I said was the fact that there is other women around this masculine energy that are trying to get his attention. But as you can see, this owl here, he's just watching them. So he really is paying never mind. This women out here that are trying to get his attention really have nothing on you, feminine energy. So don't worry about it, okay? He is just putting never mind. They might be even asking him to, go out for coffee, go out for a drink, go out for something. And, he's just not letting that happen, okay? He's not even accepting them. He's just completely ignoring them. There is one main one that she feels that she has his attention, but that's not the case because he's not even coming down for any of them. So just know that that there are some feminine energies around him that are trying to get his attention. But as I described you earlier, you already hold his key, the key to his heart, and I was being guided to the door of romance, or that little key there. The next thing that clarified the second chakra was the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. He sees you as someone that is financially stable, someone that is not only financially stable but also wise. He also wants to I see someone that he wants to give you flowers. You might like pink flowers or even white flowers. Know that I'm seeing here as sometime in the month of October something's going to happen. He's either going to give you a gift or gift you with something in the month of October. But he has you on a pedestal. No one can bring you down from that. Let's go ahead and clarify the Magician spirit. What does the Magician clarify? The Magician. Okay. Those 2 cards. The first one is the Tower. Okay, so there's definitely a Tower moment that he's going through. It's an internal Tower moment that is allowing him to reach that enlightenment. But even after that tower moment, he's coming to give you a message. He's going to express his feelings. He's going to be able to eloquently and yeah, it's almost like my throat right now is closing up. So he's having a hard time trying to determine exactly what he wants to say. He wants to be able to elaborate and state all of his feelings. He just doesn't know how to. I'm seeing someone that at times he starts to, you know, send you or write you a message or send you an email because somehow he has your email, or you know, there might be no connection right now, or there might, as we have seen in prior readings, you might have walked away for a reason and there is no contact right now. So he wants to come to you, come visit you at your house. It's almost like he's going to have to go through, you know, mountains and terrain, high terrain, water, you know. And again, my throat is just now closing up. Hold on a second. So he's having a hard time trying to determine exactly what he wants to say to you, what message he wants to say. And now here I have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so which is the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles. So he wants to be able to give you, share his money, share his wealth with you. You share, give, you know, even, you know, give you a garden if you like gardens. Even a house here. He wants to be able to come together with you. So let's see if he's going to do that. Let's see here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Spirit, can you elaborate on the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles? Any messages regarding the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles? Okay, they are in reverse. So yeah, the delay right now is the fact that he is going through some court proceedings, as well as the path is going, it's kind of being blocked off by that as well. So that's the reason as to why he is, you know, not really coming to you. But I know that. Okay. Clarify the adjacent possibility, Spirit. Clarify the possibility, Spirit. False person. Yeah, he now knows, you know, that there is a false person in this karmic. And here you go. Here's the fact that he's going to be signing a new contract with a new job, or he or she or you are, but he in fact is going to go into a new relationship with you. When is this going to happen, Spirit? When is this going to happen? I'm being told 2 weeks, and you know, yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay. For whatever reason, my camera keeps turning off, so I'm having technical difficulties here, guys. So let me try to finish this up. Codependency. It looks like this feminine energy is very codependent at the fact that, you know, she's used to him being there to take care of her. I'm also seeing here that, you know, there were addictions that were affecting his romantic life, whether it was material things or whether it was anything else. So I'm seeing that in here. Since I'm having technical problems, I'm going to go ahead and finish out this. Let me see here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing so much. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Mwah.